Hi, welcome to today's video, and you're going to be looking at a tutorial on scrapping data roles and data information from one of the leading job sites here in Africa, and with an end goal that you're going to be looking at the most in-demand skills that were demanded by employers and recruiters from these roles in the previous year. Yeah, so it's very beginner friendly and very easy to interact with, as you don't need to know how to interact with the HTML and the CSS code. Yeah, and an end goal of looking the most in demand skills. Yeah, so we are going to be scrapping roles from data managers, data engineer, analysts. Yeah, so stay with me till the end of the video. Yeah, so you're going to be using Google Colab for this, and it's very easy to use because you use very good computing power, and I find it fast. Although you can still use your normal IDE if you have VS Code, PyCharm, you can use any. So we're going to be scrapping from this site, my job mag. Yeah, my job mag. So my job mag is for Kenya and I think South Africa. So we have quite a number of, I think there's also outside countries. Yeah, so here's it. So Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, and UK. Yeah, so get data jobs. So we're going to be looking at specific data jobs. I'm in Kenya, so I'll be looking at that. But for any other location, this project can be done in a similar way. And you wouldn't need to know how to read. You don't need to know how to read HTML code to read the classes and the divs. Yeah, so it's a straightforward and a simpler way. I'll try to make the explanation as easy as possible. So if we were to go the normal way, we'll inspect. Yeah, so it inspect. So if we wanted, like we say here, data engineer, so you come and inspect that div. So it will be the search input, search key. So you're going to have a div class, search input box, and an input class, and type an ID. And then that's where you're going to put in the title that you have. Yeah. So yeah, let's start off simple. And this is our our Google Colab. So very easy to open. Just type Google Colab on your browser. And yeah, let's start by importing the libraries. Yeah, so I think yeah, so importing the libraries that you're going to be using. And so you're going to import, well, autocorrect is already doing that for me. So you're going to import requests, and then import from BS4, import Beautiful Soup. We really don't need pandas, but it's there. So import time, we need to look at the time where we got this data, and import CSV, because you're going to dump this data into a CSV. So it's just like an ETL pipeline. So yeah, so if I would explain this, this is used to send HTTP requests, e.g. get websites and retrieve their content, and then Beautiful Soup. Yeah, so this is a class from the Beautiful Soup library, the BS4 class from the, okay, so there's no comma, there's no that, so, class from the Beautiful Soup, and used to pass HTML content, HTML content and extract easily. Yeah, so time. So we might have these when we want to add delays. Before getting a record. Before getting a record to avoid overwhelming or to avoid blocking. Avoid being blocked. And the other one is to module for writing scrap data into a CSV. Just how to will dump, where will we dump the data? Then you have pandas. Pandas PD is used to work with data frames. And so this URL that you're going to use, we're going to add it there. So let me just copy this and add it here. Yeah. So you're going to have category URLs. Yeah. So in this, we are going to be picking what we want. So the base URL, what it does is the root domain of the target website. So this is my job mark and .co.ke. That's my job mark Kenya. Yeah. And so then you're going to have category URLs. Let me just copy paste this. Category URLs. You can see jobs by title, data engineer, jobs by title, data analyst, jobs by title, data engineer, jobs by title, data analyst. And so defines a list containing the starting URLs for two job categories, data engineer and data analyst, pages on the site. So we are going to scrap data with these from these categories. Yeah. And then we'll have a header. This just copy also this. Yeah. So defines dictionary headers with custom user agent. Mimics a real web browser, Chrome or Windows when making requests to avoid making being blocked. Yeah. So for these, you bypass using a driver. So before now you have to install a web driver to your PC to do the scrapping, or it would not be able to access. For this, you will have for this you're using Chrome, so you will have to install a Chrome web driver, and a very tedious process, I would say. Yeah. So we're going to get to define a function. Yeah. So, and this functions is going to visit the specific job page and extract the detailed info. Yeah. So I think from here we can just now copy. So we're going to call it get job details, and you can have that. We have job URL. It takes job URL and fetches and extract details from the page. So try response equals headers, and if request is not 200, equals okay. Yeah, so I was trying to read the autocomplete and does not have what I wanted to type. Let me just do it my own way. Yeah, and we'll have try, and so it will be response equals requests get job URL headers, and we'll have a timeout of 10 seconds. Timeout equals 10, and so no. So just say if response dot status code dot status code is not equal to 200 is not equal to 200 then 200 then return none return none. I can see the auto completion is doing a very good job. So we define a function called job details, get job details that takes a job URL, full link to a single job posting, and fetches stroke extract extract specific details from that page. So for this, the try, we're sending a request to the job URL using the custom headers and a 10-second timeout. And then you're checking if the response status code is not 200 or is not okay, then it returns nothing. So if there's no status for this job that is taken, remember you are looping, it skips this job and it will not add these to our HTML or our CSV file. And so yeah, and so and this is the beautiful soup. I have an issue with the spelling. Beautiful. Beautiful soup. Yeah. Yeah, HTML parser, job details. Yeah. So yeah, it passes the HTML content to this response using Beautiful Soup for easy navigation. And so we are going to initialize some of the things that we want. We want the company name, we want the experience, we want the date posted. Yeah. So we want the full description of the job. And so that's what we are going to be getting for this. Yeah. So company uh, company equals not applicable, yeah. So we'll initialize company to that. Just like anything you can initialize to anything, but now you'll come to fill in later. So then we are going to try to find a div with a class job details company for the company name. So remember, we are not physically inspecting this. Yeah, so I've tailored this to be for someone who does not know how to read HTML code. So yeah, and then you're going to have an if to tell it if it does not find using a title that has job details company, then you tell it to look for something else. So company and A, and so we are going to company tag. Company tag. Company tag, and it will be so we have initialized soup. Remember here I have initialized soup is equals to that. Yeah, so company tag equals to soup dot find, and then we have the div, yeah, and class. So we are telling to find to look for a class where we have it as a job details company. So we are actually like guessing that we have a div done like this. Yeah. So we're going to have if not found, if not found, if not company tag, company tag. Yeah. It falls back with a tag, and whose href contains jobs at, and this is a link. So you're going to be looking a link that has this, and so basically is here. So if you come to this, if you inspect this, you can see you're going to inspect something that has an A, or yeah, and the href has a link. Yeah. So if it does not find a div that is called is called job details, it will look for a link that has these two satisfactory things. Yeah. So untag. So company tag equals to soup.find, and then we have yeah, we have href equals lambda href, yeah, and jobs at. So we have jobs at. So this should be this is jobs at in href, in href. Yeah. So and then we're going to tell it if we find a link. So if uh, company tag, yeah, company equals company tag dot text, uh, text, and then let me just change this part to be strip, equals to true. Yeah, and then you're going to do the same for the experience. Yeah, experience, the date, posted, and summary. Uh, yeah, yeah. So the same. So experience, date, posted. So if you will come here to probably have an experience here, inspect this. Yeah. So class job title, span class job key info. So we have also initialized to an A and A, and then a list. So for item in summary items, so if experience in text, replace experience, and if posted, replace posted in strip. So we're just getting these two values very easily. So we are going to look for a title, and then you're going to see if it has an experience, and then we are getting this value, which is the when it was posted. So we are also looking for posted, and then we just uh, scrap that. Yeah, so we're just looking, we come to the parent, and we get the experience, and we scrap that, and then we come to posted, and we should be able to post the date. Yeah. So yeah, so finds all the li tags. So it's this. So you can see finds all these. Yeah. And gets the one that has experience. So and then it scraps that. So it just loops in everything. So for every job title, it just goes to the list because we kind of are assuming that this now will be in a list and in a class. So and then we just need to scrap the experience, and you can also scrap the qualifications. You can also scrap anything that you want really. So yeah, so very easy. So for kind of project, you just needed to come and see what you want, and it will just be right there. So the next thing, so we have gotten the experience. So we are going to get uh, the description div. Yeah, just the same. So let us look at how the job description looks like. And this is this job summary. Okay. Yeah. So about the company experience. So just about the company, and it's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. So you're going to be getting this. You're going to be getting the description. Let me just copy this. Just doing the same like the above, the above three values. I would say that we are scrapping. So this description, it's around here. Yeah, just let's separate. Yeah, and so we are going to. So it tries to find the job description in a div with a class, job details. Yeah, and then it falls back to a div with an ID job description. Yeah, if it is not fast, even the first one is not found, and then extract the full text if found. Otherwise, it returns an A. Yeah. So and then for here, the exception, it catches any error, e.g. network issue, timeout, and returns none. Yeah. Yeah. So, and then we're going to define our main function. It initializes a list of empty scrap data to store job dictionaries. It initializes the set of scene URLs to track already processed job to avoid duplicates and pages. So remember, you're going to loop over quite a number of pages. Yeah. So def main. And so we have scrap data. Yeah, scrap data that you're going to initialize into an empty list, and then scene URLs to avoid duplication. Scene URLs equals set. Yeah. So we have for category in category URLs. Damn. It's been a very good. The autocomplete is it's becoming very good. So for category URL in category URLs. So category in category URLs. Yeah. So we are going to have a loop that loops over each category URL. So remember, you have these two category URLs, the data engineer and data analyst. So it goes through that and start pagination at page 1. Yeah. So just remove this, whatever the the completer start has given us. So print. So we want to print. So we want us to show that it has printed showing certain category. It should show us the category URL, and it should start from page 1. Yeah. So we have nef Python. Uh, so starting category. Yeah, and then category URL. Yes, and then you have not this, you have page number. Page number equals 1. Equals 1. So let's remove all these. Equals 1. Yeah. And then we're going to construct the URL for the current page and use page 1 for the base category. And then we're going to have to append. Yeah. So it will go looping page by page, page by page until we come to the end. Yeah. So let's continue. So then we have a while. So while true, if page number 1 number equals 1, then current page URL. Current page URL equals to category URL. Yeah. Else current URL. Yeah. Page number. Yeah. So what you're doing, I've said it construct the URL for the current page. Yeah. And then page 1 uses as the base category URL, and then it will go into appending the page number as long as it works. So while true, it will go appending the page number to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's what you're telling it. So now this gives it the ability to not only scrap page 1, but scrap more than one page. Yeah. And so we're going to have a print. So print, yeah, processing page current URL. Yeah, we should have also page number here, I think so. Even if we are taking the auto completion, we should not just take it blindly. Page number as we have it. Page number. Yeah. So yeah, so we are going to print the page. And so the next thing that you're going to do, we are going to fetch the page, and then you're going to look at status code. So if status is 44, it assumes no more pages and breaks the loop for this category. If status is 200, if not, 200, it stops with an error message. Yeah, so if I would show you error codes, error 44. It shows page not found. I know you have seen this. Yeah, standard indicating that the web server could not find the requested page, error 200. Yeah, so after an successful HTTP request. So we are telling for this next, we are going to tell if the status is 404. As you have seen, 404 means a page not found. It will end the category. If it will break, else if the status is not 200, then it will stop. Yeah, so we're going to have a timeout. So we're going to have a try, and so response. What is happening? Yeah, so response. Yeah, so okay, so print here is not indented properly. Even try. Yeah, so response get request, current URLs and headers, and then you have a timeout for 10. Yeah, so this is where we add if response status code. Status code. Let me start with equals to 400 sorry, 44 meaning page not found. Print page not found. And then you have an error 44. And then you have end of category. And then sorry, so this is print. So you have if, and then an elif response is not equal to 200. Then you have print. Yes, so uh, okay, so that will give me a completion. Yeah, so unexpected status, and then you'll have okay, so response status code, and then break, and then it passes. So if not 200, it stops with an error message. And so we passes the page for this next. Yeah, so for this you should look at that particular page. And so let's see what do we do when we find that there's no job on that page. So we give it an option to skip. Yeah, that's what we will do. And so we have a soup, yeah, because beautiful soup HTML parser, and then jobs equals to soup dot find, find all, and then okay, So I've seen whatever is in the auto completion is not what I would write. So find, when it's confusing me, find, and then you have div. Yeah, class job list. Yeah, so okay. So find all. And then list, and then class job list. Yeah, so if not jobs, print no jobs found on this page. Okay, if not jobs, if there's no jobs in this page, yeah, print no jobs break. But before this, I want to have another if. So if not jobs, jobs, so main content equals to soup dot find div, then yeah, so I think that should work. Yeah, so we are trying to tell it primary attempt. Find all the, so for those in Lee list with class job list. Yeah. And then so we assume these as the job list in containers. And then we do a fallback. It finds a div class job list and get all the leads inside it. Yeah. The listing containers. So we'll have, if still no jobs are found in that whole page, then we just say that no jobs are found. Yeah. And we break. Yeah. So so if jobs are found. So so if jobs are found, if jobs found on, so we are going to have jobs found on this page was 0. So jobs are found on this page equals to 0. And then we have, I don't know why this is behaving this way. Yeah, so if so we are going to give this value of 0. And then so for job in jobs, for job in jobs, then so h2 ref, so it goes to job dot find h2, Yeah, so if not H2 continue, and then we are going to define an a tag goes to H2, find, yeah, so and then if not a tag, continue, and then job title, target, strip through, href. Yeah, so basically what you're doing, you're going to initialize a counter for new jobs on this page. So we skip to go on the next page, and then it will loop all the each job listing. So it will find the H2, the title container. So it will skip if missing. That's why if not, continue. And then it will find the A that is okay. So this is the should have a H2 class, and you can see inside it, you have the lease, yeah, and you should find, so you have the H2 class. So this is what you'll be looking at. So you will come here for this particular page. I will be inspecting this. So we have an H2 and we have an A, yeah. So for that, it goes to that particular page, and then the A style, it's like giving us the title for that role. Yeah. So we're going to find the A inside it. So the link to the job detail, and then it will also skip if missing. That's why I've said continue. Then you're going to extract the strip. We are going to extract the clean job title, and then get the href and construct the job link. So we're also going to have the job link, and does that. Yeah. And so for this other part, so this about part is not that, yeah. So we have yeah, so you can see what you have added here. uh, so we are going to skip this URL. It was already processed, and then you can see title lower, job lower. So if data in title lower analytics, title lower engineer, or in title lower print job found, details, get job details, job link. So we're going to filter jobs. Only proceeds if the lowercase title contains data, analytics, or engineer. Yeah. So we are going to have, so unfortunately now for such a role for such a project architecture where we don't specifically input the title data engineer, data analytics. So we'll have any title that has data analytics or engineer comes here, mostly a combination of data and analytics. So you can have things like cybersecurity analyst appearing. Yeah, very likely. And that's where your data analysis skills and data cleaning will be called to if you are aiming to do this as a portfolio project. Yeah. Yeah. So if details, I have quite a number here, and I will just explain this. It's just very easy. We have scrapped the main part and we have gone page by page. Yeah. So we are here. Yeah. So we are here. So if data was successfully fetched, so we are here. Yeah, so it's going to append a dictionary combined into script data. So you have the title, the company, the date posted, the experience, the skills description. So I've given this huge number that is should. We are not going to truncate any value from the description. So we have the description in our CSV, as it is from the website, yeah, and adds the link, yeah. So the scene URLs, it adds the link here, yeah. So when you use such a number, it gives the full. If you don't, it will truncate. And so we are going to have a delay of 5 seconds before it fetches another job detail. Yeah. So as you said, it will not overload it. Yeah. So here you can see if jobs found on this page equals 0 and page number is greater than 1, print no new unique jobs. Stop in category. Yeah. So if no relevant job are found in a page that is not page 1, assumes the end of pagination and breaks. So it goes to the next page. So that's the trick. Yeah. So if it comes to a page and it finds data engineer, and then all the roles are for an example, a driver or a doctor, so it assumes the end of that and it goes to the next page. And so here we have, it goes to the next page. So we have and a delay of 1 second to go to the other page. Yeah. So here, completed, total unique, scrapped, and then we're going to open my job mag CSV. That's just a name. Yeah, and then you're going to have an encoding UTF-8. This is the writer to write the header and the rows. Yeah, so after finishing, it writes save to my job mag fix CSV else print no job found. Check your internet connection or else that's just an error message that you can write any that you want, and we close the standard Python. It runs a main only if the script is executed directly, not imported. So yeah. So if you start running this, it should start scrapping. You just hope. So these are good. It should start scrapping the data. It should have already started. Not sure what's up. So this is the error. So yeah, to catch that. Yeah, so you can see it's started. So the most recent one today, data analysis trainers, media crust, data administrator at Indian Ocean, senior data scientist at Bezesha. So page 1 we have, yeah, so this year you can see it's 2026. So data scientist at Strathmore. Yeah, so you can be able to see all this. And if you wait for it to run, it gives you a data search like this one. Let me just open it for you. Yeah, so it opens something like this. So we just pick the first one. So we have senior data scientist at Bezesha. Yeah. So it has all this. So you'll have to. So this is the about. So you'll have to do the rack cleaning on this. So you can see the skills. You can see XGBoost Learn, Scikit Learn, and then that's the the link to the role. Yeah. So we follow the link. We open this. It goes to this. So you can see it as scrapped. done a very good job for us. Uh, so I gave Gemini this to do, and most of the roles 942, so it scrapped almost 3000. But you can see for those with their data that are not data roles, like a cybersecurity analyst, is not a it's not data role. So for those that had data roles, 942 I wanted SQL. So you can by there you can be able to see that this is the data that I added. So my job mark. So I'm asking questions based on that. So 942, Excel 815, Python 624, Power BI 411, W358, R287, Starter for Research 212, Cloud 194, Big Data 128, ETL 86. So you can be able to see that most of the roles have SQL. Yeah, let's look at this. Data Analyst, SQL, Excel, Power BI, Tableau, Data Studio, Data Scientist, Python, R, TensorFlow, Scikit-learn, SQL, AWS. Data Engineer was SQL, Python, Spark, Hadoop, AWS, Airflow, Linux, Java. Research, we have Stata, SPSS, Excel, and Nivo and R. Yeah. So this was just some analysis of the data that I gave. So AWS is the most frequently mentioned cloud provider in this data set, and followed by Azure and GCP. Well, that's interesting. I thought it was Azure. So Python has a high demand for than R. Excel is not basic as listing Excel. BS SQL Foundation with nearly 1,000 mentions. So you can be able to see the most in demand skills for data roles if you analyze such kind of data. So for anyone who is starting data, yeah, so this is a data set that you can get your hands on and analyze and look at the skills that you need to keep yourself to be ahead of the people in the market. Yeah, so that will be all from me. Until next time, bye.